Hi, I'm back. I let myself have a couple of weeks break. Well, when I say break, I didn't actually sit at my desk crafting. I've been doing bits and pieces around the house, what it's like when the weather's miserable outside, everything starts to look miserable inside, and you notice all the bits that need painting. So that's what I've been up to. Not really a break, but I am raring to go again now. I've got so many ideas buzzing around my head. It's ridiculous at the moment. So, beloved gel press. Love, 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 love. Totally addicted to it. Not been able to leave it alone. I've missed it. I really have missed it. So I'm going to do, because this month really is the month of the collaboration with Gel Press and Eileen Hull. I've probably been saying it every month. It's just I've been so excited on the lead up to this. It's been ridiculous. I just could not contain myself. Yeah, brilliant. Thank you so much, Gel Press. Oh, you've just made me happy. Very, very happy. So what I've done already is, so that my table doesn't bounce, because it does bounce. I've cut out Eileen's new journal, and as you can see, it just about fits on the screen. It's an A4 big style, and it does a big journal. So I just thought I'd leave that one there and show you. A few bits get left in where the holes and things are, but those pop out quite easily. And I was just going to show you that the pieces pop out quite easily as well, but they seem to have jumped ahead of my train of thought. So you need to cut this out twice. So I've already done that. So I've got 2 book covers waiting, and you also get elements for this. Could be a fastener going around the book, so you've got a little loop at the front, and the fastener will come out from the rack, slide under. You've got a nameplate as well, and then you've got another little tag that could be used, again, it could be used as a fastener, or it could be used as an embellishment, entirely up to you. And that's how much waste you actually get from an A4 sheet. And this is just inexpensive mount board offcuts from a framing company. Pick them up on one of the sites online. Big box of it, and very inexpensive. So oh, excuse me, my frog's arrived. So here we go. Let's get this on the burner. Let's have guacamole, which I lovingly call avocado for obvious reasons. A guacamole just doesn't come out of my head at all. So we're going to have some guacamole on here. Oh, not shaking it up very well, have I? We'll give it a good old shake. I'll not use this one for a little while. What I'm going to do today is actually make a book for myself to make my notes in. I realised I hadn't actually got a diary for this year, and it's something I normally have, is a planner or somewhere to keep everything, written out, because I totally and utterly forget what I have to do, and I'm the kind of person that I like checking off lists. Okay, I admit it, I like to check off a list. I can't help it. That's my mother coming out in me. She was a great list maker, and her diaries, gosh, I still got some of Mum's diaries, and they go back to before I was born, which is quite a while ago, I can tell you. Okie dokie, so that's Mermaid. That's another one of my favourite fresco. These are all the paints I'm using, are all paper artsy fresco paints. Love these, absolutely beautiful. I'm going to use a little bit of sky on here. Now the trick, and I've probably put way too much paint on here already, is that the first layer has to be a lot thinner. It has to be millimetre. millimeters, tiny layer. Okay, make sure everything is shaken. Drop more, way too much paint on here, Elizabeth. Okay, so guess what colour that is? Orchid. Okie dokie. So now I've got my paper at the side of me ready. That let's see if we can just move you across. The trouble is, that's a little bit better. Do a little bit of it. Oh, this desk ain't big enough. Right. So brayer on. Brayer and lift before the end. Okay, brayer and lift before the end, so that the brayer, the wheel, keeps moving. When the wheel stops, as you go in, you can create lines, and you really don't want any lines in that layer of paint. Okay, gosh, that's pretty. And we've got some gaps on there, but that's fine. Let's take some off. It's a lovely smoochy colour. And you can see where I've got lines in the paint, that's because there is too much paint on there. But I can lift that off and I can spread it further. Still with the guacamole, which might, oh, it's come out in a thicker blob. Don't care, that's going to be texture. Okay, so I'm now going to add some texture onto there, and I love how things worked out using the scraps that I, you know, the cardboard box and the bubble wrap as well. So I think I'm just going to use things off my desk because I love how that turned out. So bubble wrap, leave space for it on there. Some more bubble wrap there and there. Clean that off on my paper. Sorry, a little bit crunchy. And we'll have some of the cardboard lines in. Oh, I love doing this. I love it because you sort of know what you're going to get, but you can never be sure until you actually pull a print. And I think that's what I like about it. I think it's the surprise element. And I love random. I love sort of knowing what's coming, but I love that element of random. Okay, what else have I got on the desk? What have we got? Okay, well, we've got paints here, so here we go. Onto there. We'll have some bigger circles. And those are definite circles, aren't they? There's a big blank space up there. Oh, look at that, the shape at the bottom of the bottle. Oh, okay, we'll go back over. They're like little propeller marks it's leaving on there. Those are really cool. Okie dokie. That's created some great big bubbles. Love how that's gone. And okay, that's quite cool. And that is ever so slightly wet. I'm just going to give it a very careful quick blast. We've been having one of those times the last couple of weeks that anything electrical's been breaking. Yeah, you just know it, don't you? This is going to be on the list of what's going to go, because this is, as you can imagine, used an awful lot. And I've had it several years now, and it's been to many classes, and people have borrowed it, and yeah, loved. Well loved, well used. So now we've given that a little blast, I'm going to go in over the top with Snowflake, and I'm going to add a layer. Now the top layer, it doesn't matter if this is a little bit thicker, because that's just going to help lift the paint. Okay, ooh, I think we're going to have an avalanche on the desk any minute now. Oh, kills the breeze, if you could see it. So we're just going to brayer that paint out, and we're going to cover the whole thing. And as you can see, that is a thicker layer. Now, I've got a few brayering lines in there, but I'm not bothered, it all adds to it. Okay, so that's given that a clean off. So here we go. And remember, it doesn't matter if things don't work out the first time. You can go back on, change it. Oh, that's not quite going to fit. Oh, you rotten thing. Okay, so we will do one at a time. Oh, it will fit because we only need one spine, don't we? Oh yes, silly thing, look at that. Because one spine's going to be hidden, isn't it, underneath where we adhere them to each other. So, there we go. Down it goes, giving it a good old press. Right the way around. Okay, so you know the part where I was saying about everything electrical keeps going wrong? Oh, and it did. I knew something would, it always does, but what the heck. So, all you've missed was me actually taking these off the gel press. I quickly flipped them over and got a little bit more colour onto the other side, which is going to be the inside of my planner come notebook, come keep everything safe and in one place book. So we're going to carry on from here. Cleaning off, I just used the piece of paper that I'd been cleaning the brayer on, and so we've got some paint onto there with some texture as well. Obviously a few blobs of paint on there, and I then did the same with the labels and the tags, and I love the way that all of these have come out. The colours make an absolutely fabulous base. I've kept it, I didn't add any more layers onto it at that point because I actually liked the way it was as a background, and I might doodle on the front of this at some point as well, so it's great for that. So what I'm going to do is that's the front of the book, that's the back. I'm going to add some, right, okay, I know what we do first of all. We'll just whiz around the edge with Sakura calligraphy pen in gold. So we'll give that a little shake. Oh no, we must have a bigger one than that. That's tiny. Where's the bigger one? Don't tell me I've actually put it away. That would be a miracle really, wouldn't it? Oh look, I did. Okay, we might get further with this one. This one's slightly bigger. So we'll wake the gold paint up and we'll just make sure it's flowing, which it is. And I'm just going to whiz around the edges of all the pieces so that we don't have any white popping out of anywhere. And it gives it a nice finish in general anyway. A little more professional. I'll pop down there as well. Does anybody else go through those phases where all the electrical things decide to fail within days of each other? Yeah. Happens. Coffee machine went this morning. I let myself have 2, a bad day 3, cups of real coffee in the morning, and that's my treat, and that's, you know, helps me get going, start the day off. And yeah, that machine's broken this morning. I'm not having a good day. So I've whisked around there. I'm going to, which one should we use? I think I'm going to use that one, so I'm just going to whiz around there. Just some those nice curvy edges. You could do this with your wax as well, but I think for me personally, I just want to make sure that I get some ink into the white card at the side. So this is just a very quick way, and then I can add more with wax over the top if I want to. Now, I'm not sure which fastener I'm going to use yet, so we'll just leave it there for now. And this is one of Balsa Designs. I love, love, love Julie's designs, and this one's called Rows of Lines, and I'm just going to add some more colour to it. I think I'm going to add some more of the blue, so I'm going to add some more sky, and I'm going to add some more orchid onto the cover. So I'll give that a little shake, and then I'm going to pop this onto the desk. And we're just going to go straight in. So this is how the covers will fit together. We'll start at this side, and we're just going to be random. Totally random. Don't want all of the stencil. I'm just going to do some areas. That's going to incorporate some lines into there. So pop it down at the bottom. Add some more in there. And we'll incorporate some of that gorgeous pink in there as well. Oh, I love this colour. I'll have a few of those up there. Oh, this stencil brush is terrible. It's molting, as you can see. It's a really old one, and it's one that isn't brilliant, got to say. So I'm going to add some more pink through the middle because there's not very much there. Look at that, there might not be any bristles left by the end of this. Oh, it's a good job I bought some new ones, isn't it? I had a wonderful surprise of some gift vouchers at Christmas for Stamp-A-Lot, and have some wonderful things there. Based down in Peterborough in the UK, and they've got a great selection of papers. And I treated myself to some stencil brushes as well. And I should have got them out in hindsight and christened them. In fact, should we do that? Should we grab them? A little bit more paint on there. Let's get one out. I'm pressing it. There we go. This is what I treated myself to. Some of the Finivar Art Basic brushes, because we know Prima, good quality. We'll use the bigger one. Okay, there we go, my little friend. Oh, I can feel the difference already. I mean, obviously there will be a few bristles that shed with it being a new one, but that's only to be expected. There we go, that's quite a bit of blue in there, and I think I want a little more pink as well. After even cleaning my brush. Oh, they're yummy when they mix together. Absolutely yummy. Okay, so I'm going to leave the outside like that. I've got a little patch there that is a little too white. Oh, do you know what? Let's just clean the brush off on here. Get rid of any white bits around the edges. And it's blending the damp paint. But I'll get a little bit more on there. Oh, I love that. Some pink down at this end. I hope this is still filming. Oh, it's frustrating when things go wrong. But isn't it always the way? It's never one thing that goes wrong. It's kind of half a dozen, isn't it? When you're not planning financially or otherwise to make any changes. There we go. Now I like that. I like how that's ended up. It's kind of a smooshy rainbow kind of colours. And there's my tag. I think I want to add a little bit of colour to the tag as well. Just pick up whatever's on the table that's still wet enough. And it is picking up a little bit. Shows how much paint you get left. Okie dokie. To drop my precious new brush into water. So that is going to be my journal cover. So all I would do is I'd let it dry properly. You see the inside as well. So I've just got a little bit of colour in there ready. I strip back this here because there are so many layers for gluing together. I just take off the piece that's going to be the underneath part of the spine, and that's why I wasn't bothered about getting any colour on. And what that does is it thins it down a little bit, and it's a rougher surface under there now with that paper gone off the top. Take a little bit more off, so it gives a little more grip for the top layer to adhere to. That's plenty on there. And I'm going to pop some wet glue on. Oh, we've not popped all these little holes out, have we? Ay, ay, ay. Pop these out, then we can see for lining up. There we go. Pop those out on the top as well. So I'm going to put some glue along here. And I like a wet glue for this. For speed you could use red liner tape. Oops, got in the hole, that's okay. But I do like a wet glue. Then I'm going to line these up by the holes on here. Just press them together, get rid of the excess glue, and then you can pop something heavy over the top of that and leave it to dry naturally, or you can put a couple of clothes pegs on it to hold it. So I think all I'm going to do with this journal is thread the elastics through. I might put the date on the front or put my name on the front. There we go, it's that one, isn't it? Oh, there you go, you can see the difference between the two. Just by adding the gold around the edge and a little more of the paint off the table, and it just finishes the label off nicely. So that's now ready for whatever I decide I'm going to put on it. And yeah, that's about it really. You've seen how the journals go together and how I like to decorate them, and it's quite a quick process. So hope you enjoyed that. Oh, we got there in the end. Okie doke. Happy crafting. Bye.